we got chat. Just got to get the other camera going. Camera? Hello?
Oh, you're talking to who?
Well,
to the camera.
We're
gotcha.
live, so. See that one, right? Yes. No? Yes. Come on, camera. See, I got the stream running up real quick, but now I can't get the camera to come up. Alright, that's new. Take that, bring that down into the pots. What? Hold on, just wait a minute. Is it raining and storm? Yeah, it's coming down hard. It was, the whole house was shaking from the thunder boomers earlier. It's crazy. How about over there? Should be just starting over there, right? Okay, it's saying that it's on, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we got the range, and we got the cutting board. Beautiful. Alright. What you're looking at now is the chicken that is marinating in a whole bunch of stuff. Just put it mildly. A lot of peppers, Korean red pepper called gochujang, and then a paste called gochujang. It's a,
I can't say it.
Gochugaru.
There you go.
Gochugaru is a paste that's made using the Korean red chilies as well as garlic and some rice wine vinegar, a few other things to make the paste. But you mix it all in with the chicken. It's even got a little bit of honey in there for some sweetness. But it tastes really good. It's just marinating. We're not starting with it today. I just wanted to show it because it's going to be sitting over on the side, just doing its thing, absorbing its flavors. We're going to start with the apple cobbler. So don't do a lot of baking, as I've said before, but we decided we wanted to do a cobbler today for some stupid reason.
Because we had too many apples.
Because, yeah, we had too many apples, so we got to do something with them. So there's going to be a little bit of prep work going on. We'll start out by peeling the apples and getting them ready. In the background, my wife is working on getting the stuff, the flour and the butter and the sugar and all that stuff ready for the cobbler. But the reason we're doing the cobbler first is it's got to cook for 40 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes. So we want to get it going. It says, I'm looking at the weather map, y'all getting pounded with lightning and rain. It started raining here yet. It hasn't started raining here yet. It has started raining here yet. It will later around 6 o'clock. Hasn't, got you. So, hold on a minute. Yeah. So, maybe it'll settle down a little bit before it gets over there. Won't be as heavy. Yeah, we had some thunder boomers earlier this morning. It was shaking the whole freaking house. Yeah, I just called Mom to see how she was doing, but she got up and went on to church. Honestly, neither one of us thought she would do it in the thunderstorm, but so I guess she'll be here for lunch today. So the apples, just going to peel them and then cut them into strips. core them, of course. Don't really need the seeds and the pith out of the middle. So if the peeler will cooperate with me. And then on top of the cobbler, we've got, I'm going to make some salted caramel and a little bit of vanilla bean ice cream.
We ain't making no ice cream.
We're not making ice cream, no. We talked about getting an ice cream maker, but we've had a few over the years. That's for the caramel. So, kind of interesting starting out with the dessert, but it's kind of the way you got to go with how things are going to cook, because the Buldak is just marinating, and I got to shred some vegetables for the stir fry, cook some white rice, and then the Buldak takes, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to cook. Stir fry only takes a couple of minutes. So if you have extra apples, apple cobbler, apple fritter, salty caramel, apple balls, do all kinds of things with apples. Apple pie. Yeah, it started out we talked about a pie, but not today. Hadn't made a cobbler in years. Time for one. I generally don't have desserts on Sunday. Maybe a little ice cream. Kids will run out and get some ice cream sometime. And that's generally not because we want it, it's because they want it. But they ask, and of course we're not going to turn down free ice cream. I'm not.
Kat says, "Woo, I didn't miss it."
No, just getting started. Having to start with
You said something about nobody's reading chat. And Kat says, okay. Spam chat with emojis, laugh out loud. And she said, how you doing, Harry?
We're both trying to prepare stuff, so the apple cobbler turned out to be a little more than we had anticipated.
Well, you know, normally he types out all his recipes and stuff, but we couldn't make up our mind whether we wanted to do apple fritters or apple cobbler, so I got to handwrite these this morning.
Yay!
Because the recipes are, guess what? On the phone that's on the camera.
Yep. So what she's doing in the background is preparing all the ingredients. But if push comes to shove, we'll just be measuring them out on the camera instead of her measuring them out, but I think she'll get them all done. And reading through recipes that people create is rather interesting.
Gotta love it when they want to sound all baby.
Ellen was participating today. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, we heard.
So for the apples, just going to quarter them and then cut the core out. A little bit of skin ain't going to be nothing.
The new measuring thing.
You like the new measuring spoon?
Yeah, because it's got every measurement in there.
Right. We'll run out of room on the cutting board here shortly, huh? I'm gonna have to pivot. I was trying to figure out how much prep we should do beforehand. And I got to thinking about it. If I did all the prep beforehand, there really wouldn't be a whole lot to stream.
Until the apple cobbler came in the picture.
Yeah, until the apple cobbler came into the picture, and then things changed rapidly. How big are the slices? 1/4 inch, I think?
Yeah.
Roughly. So, if anybody wants to jump in here and peel apples, you're more than welcome to join me. Might even share a little bit with you. Might. I'm just kind of live. Yeah, we used to have one of the cores that you press down on it, but that became more trouble than it was worth. Now we'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
This is okay just to open this, right?
Thank you. Damn it. It'd help if I'd stop breaking them, huh? It'll be alright. As long as it gets in there one way or the other.
Let's not explode the butter. Hey, Silly's here. God, I wish I had a working oven.
What's up, Silly? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. You can go use cats. Might be a bit of a drive, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, I guess that is. Anybody on the Divergence? Have any of y'all ever met in real life? Well, I know with Silly that'd probably be a little too much to handle, but
It says, Silly says, well, cat flooded her kitchen recently. I don't know if I trust it.
right. We had that happen here a couple of years back. Nothing like waking up, stepping out of the bedroom into a floor full of water. That was not a good week.
Well, that ended up not being a good month.
Got new floors though. No.
All new floors. All I heard was swish and get up. a socket shot me this morning. Can't wait to move.
Oh my gosh.
And before that, she said I didn't flood it. You know what? Poor plumbing did it. Same thing here. We had a filter burst.
Yeah, inline water filter decided it didn't want to work anymore and blew the line.
You know, when you got a cat and you hear a thump in the wee hours of the morning, you just think it's the cat.
Yep.
Well, the thump was the hose blowing off the filter. We thought it was a kitty cat.
I'm sure cat can relate.
Yeah. Have met up about a cat and Dig plan on having to get together in some point, I think.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Dig's coming to Scotland at some point.
Sweet.
You really don't like it, man.
We'll have to get pictures. Gotta have pictures.
I'm going to go meet 2 YouTubers next week, but that's more a casual thing.
Yeah. First time meeting, or? Somebody you already knew.
First time meeting one of them.
Cool. I'm getting there.
I know.
Do we got to butter the dish?
It doesn't say to. It's all that butter you're fixing to pour in it.
Right.
And I would think, no, you got all that liquid in the apple.
Right.
Okay, that's it.
Got it all ready, baby?
Well, everything but the flour, and you just have to dig that out.
Okay. I can handle that, I guess. Make me work. I guess I gotta do something.
I'm running out of dishes I can get to, so without me to create an earthquake over there. Somebody says if you and Dig go somewhere fun at a good time, I could join the cat.
Cool.
And cats, it sounds like a plan.
Nice. That would definitely be a long trip for us, wouldn't it?
Right.
We had a job, the company that I worked for, we did a job in Scotland back during COVID. Our guys were supposed to be there for 6 weeks. COVID hit, they ended up being there for 6 months. But they took advantage of it.
No, kidding.
What traveling they could do, they traveled around and on their Sundays. I think they were off on Sundays.
Silly says, though it would be trippy to see the people that live in my computer being in real life.
Right. Cut a seed.
No seeds.
No seeds. No swords, no bows. Leave your weapons here. No bows, no swords. Leave your weapons here. Now, if anybody gets that movie reference, I will be very impressed.
Let's see if they do.
Because I think a lot of y'all weren't even born yet whenever that movie came out. Really good movie, though.
She said, yeah, true about
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're a human being. Oh my gosh.
You're not a character on the screen.
Right. No swords. No bows. Leave your weapons here.
Oh no. Silly says, anybody want some spare hay fever?
Oh,
We're
no.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, says, I think I'm too young for that reference. Yep, probably so.
Probably so. Now, you keep your pollen. We got our own over here. Thank you much.
Sharing is not caring.
Not in that case. Yeah, it was a nice day. The other day, my son and I went out and sat in the rocking chairs on the front porch and was just kind of enjoying the nice, mild weather. And then about 5 minutes after we got out there, he started sneezing.
Eyes turning red.
Eyes puffed up and turned red. And I was like, well, that was nice. Let's go back inside.
Nature, get it off me. Oh, no, that one.
So he doesn't venture outside very much during this time of year. Only when he has to go someplace or something. Because it just jumps on him. It's like it waits for him out right outside the door, and as soon as he comes out, it just jumps on him.
There he is, get him.
Yeah. It's like the little Asian fellow on Pink Panther. What was his name? Yeah, on Pink Panther. Back in the old Pink Panther.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of Madagascar and the giraffe.
Yeah.
Nature, it's on, they get it off. Of course, he's not like
think
germaphobe though.
Raven.
She has my pen.
Cat just knocked a pen on the floor off the table. So evidently it's not supposed to be there, I guess.
How dare that pen be there?
Right.
Die, dear,
So,
die. Don't do it. And there she is.
if y'all like watching apples get chopped, this is the stream for you. No crazy fetishes, please. Just keep it to yourself.
And there goes the cat. Our cat.
Where did she get the bird from?
What? Would you leave my stuff alone?
She hit me in the foot with it like I'm supposed to play with her. I'm a little busy.
No, that's not a cat.
Okay, I guess I shouldn't have kicked the bird.
Stop.
It was cute though. She went to smacking it and running around the room with it. It was funny.
Oh, bird, his teeth weren't wet.
Not a real bird, folks. Not a real bird.
What's haggis Victoria? You guys know what haggis Victoria is?
Haggis, I have no idea.
Not you, he's asking Cat.
Yeah.
And then Cat's like laugh out loud probably about the cat.
Oh.
It's time for you to take your nap, Missy. You don't need to be all crazy right now. You know what it is? She's been asleep for the first, we're in here getting set up.
Well, she ran out the door to the basement and was caught in the stairwell for half an hour.
Come here couldn't hear it very well over the music and kept hearing it boom, booga boom. And I'm like, am I hearing stuff? And he's like, no, you're hearing things. I'm like, no, I hear something. Yep. She was in the hallway. You said half an hour about?
Yeah, it was about a half an hour she was out there. Exploring. I charged her up though. She's like, wee, something new. And then when she goes in the basement, when she actually makes it down to the basement, she just runs around until she finds spider webs and eats them. Hadn't really figured that out yet.
Yeah, me either. I don't know that.
There's got to be some sort of, I mean, spider webs are just protein. Maybe, I don't know.
She just likes spider webs.
Maybe she just likes spider webs.
I don't know.
I told you she was weird whenever we got her.
That's your fault. Y'all ain't got her.
Y'all told me to buy her, not. I sent the picture and you were like, yeah, that one.
No, that's not how it went. It was, oh, she's got a really cool personality.
Yeah, she did until we got her home. Then the little vixen changed on us.
She's like a little cray-cray.
She's like, all right, you got me now. Let's do this.
Sucker.
Our other cat was like, what did you do? Why did you buy this?
Take it back.
Take it back. Yeah. This is not a real cat. This is a demon.
Cat's talking about the haggis. She said exactly what it sounds like.
Nasty?
Jeez.
Alright, I think we're down to the last apple.
And so he says, but why? Yay, apple's done. I don't know if I need to milk this anymore, do you think? Leave it alone? So I can
Yeah.
close this
As
now.
long as there's no solids in it.
There's that.
That's water.
On the bottom.
Yeah. The milk fats are
So they said
separated.
so many apples. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't tell you what happened.
Don't ask me why I line up the course like that. I don't know.
You're neat and tidy.
Little soldiers. Alright. Get the carton over to wipe down. Do I need? I still need this for the daikon radish. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Where's the? Did I lose the?
Did you lose him? What
I
are you
didn't
asking?
put it in the bowl, did I?
What are you asking?
The cover that goes on the
Is that one window?
little plastic cover. Oh, here it is. Yeah, let's put it in there. Alright, so next we've got put this right here.
This needs to be up
Too
to.
close.
What's the temp?
Sorry, folks. Double checking the recipe right quick.
Gotta be exact. Right there on the next page.
350.
Can't be doing that fly-by-night stuff with baking. It's gonna be a mess.
Alright, you got another bowl already?
4.
Is that
That's
cobbler?
Yeah. You just tell me what you need and I'll hand it to you.
I need the 2/3 a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon mixed. Sugar, cinnamon.
What else?
Just I'm gonna need the baking dish, the 9x13 baking dish in a minute. Cinnamon goes in sugar.
So Lisa's right, I need to pop off to the post office in a bit. So do all the exciting stuff now. Laugh out loud.
Did you see the Buldak, silly? Before you go,
Oh. Here.
This right here is that's the chicken for the Buldak, Korean fire chicken, and it's got a ton of Korean red pepper and red chilies and garlic and ginger and soy sauce.
It tastes really yummy.
Yeah, it tastes really good. A little bit of honey for sweetness.
Cat says oof.
Cat don't do spice, huh?
Here.
Yeah, there's going to be one ingredient that's going to show up that boggles my mind every time every recipe I read had this ingredient in it, and I still don't. I was in Korea for a year when I was in the Army, and I had many different types of Korean dishes. Never had this one in particular. Heard of it, tried to find it, but never could. That secret ingredient or key ingredient that goes in Buldak is cheese. And I had never seen cheese in any Korean dish except for ramen whenever I was there. So it was kind of interesting. And not a little bit of cheese, 4 cups of cheese. Alright, so we got the cinnamon and the sugar well blended. I'm going to put this in with the apples. Give me a spatula, baby. That was way too much sugar.
This is 1.5 for the.
2/3 of a cup.
Let's see, that's gonna have to. I'd go with the recipe.
It's divided.
It didn't say divided.
It didn't?
Oh no, we can't look at it.
See, I need the all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 beaten eggs, tablespoon of baking powder. I need that in another bowl. I can't get that out of there now.
Yeah, you can't you dip some of it out? So much for this.
Oh boy. How about we toss it around, and then I'll pull the apples out, put them in the dish, because that's what it was. It's just something to coat the apples.
Right.
And then I'll shake off the excess sugar as I'm putting it in the dish.
What about the flour? Did you?
It goes in here with the sugar.
That's some oops.
Yeah. Grab the wrong bowl of sugar.
Should have made our mind up what we wanted for the apple dessert before yesterday, last night.
Right. But the apples got to go in here anyway, so it'll be okay. It's all going in the same dish. Maybe it'll be okay.
I don't understand why it's divided.
Because you got to make a batter, and you want to coat your apples in sugar and cinnamon.
Well, this is just the filling we're doing.
Oh well, it's going to work out. I promise.
Okay. Let's see how good you are at this.
I'll make it work.
Shelly says spoons. They say spoon, but they both say spoons.
Spoons. Alright. Well, we got the apples layered in there, that's for sure. Alright, put me 2/3 of a cup. I gotta wash my hand off. Put 2/3 of a cup of sugar in there. 2 cups of flour.
2/3 of a cup of sugar in here. More sugar?
Yeah, you got the 1.5 cups.
Yeah.
Now we need
here's
the
this.
Now we need the 2/3 of a cup.
Yeah. That's right.
And we want to put a little dash of nutmeg in there too. Remember, nutmeg's not on the recipe. By the way.
Right.
but we're going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Apples, nutmeg, they just kind of go together. Okay, we had our first little hiccup, but it'll be all right. That's 2/3 of a cup.
Yeah.
All right, then I need flour.
Let me get it out of this.
There's probably a cup in here. All right. So we need 2 cups of flour. Not like 2 shots of vodka, but 2 cups of flour. A little bit there. 1 cup.
Now we do like doing MasterChef bacon, aren't we? Just throw it in there.
Gotta be quick. Of course, we're not really under any time constraint.
No, I just meant
And there's 2 cups all-purpose flour.
baking exact.
Right. I'll give this back to you so I'm going to get it wet. And then I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Sorry, guys.
What happened? Flour went poof.
Yeah, mine went poof. What do you need?
2 teaspoons of baking powder. Baking powder.
This is the salt. This is the baking powder. That's the powdered sugar, I think.
Okay. We're in a holding pattern, folks.
Yeah.
2 teaspoons of baking powder.
This is salt.
1 3/4 teaspoons of salt. I need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
It was over there.
Well, there's 1 teaspoon with the apples, and then there's 1 teaspoon that goes in the crumb.
Okay.
You put 1 teaspoon of. Here's the cinnamon. Then I need 1 teaspoon. I'll put 1 teaspoon. You think 1 teaspoon of nutmeg would be good? 1
I just
teaspoon.
put nutmeg in it.
In here?
It was over there, right? Yeah, I put nutmeg in. You said nutmeg, I put nutmeg in it.
Okay. Cool. So the nutmeg's already in there? Beautiful.
See, this is what happens when I have to read over your shoulders.
I know. Listen, if I would have typed it out like I normally do, but of course we didn't decide what we wanted until.
It's our fault.
Alright, another all-purpose flour, 2 eggs,
We're not really indecisive.
2 eggs beaten. So we got all our dry. We're going to mix our dry together, and then we're going to add our wet, which is the 2 eggs. And they don't want the butter in the flour? Weird. Not really, I See, I so badly want to toss the apples in this and mix it up because that's the way I make cobblers in the past. But trying something new. Here, I'll use this one. I don't have to dirty it. 2 eggs with their little yolkies. And beat them up just a little bit. Nobody called child services on beating up chicken eggs. In with this. Should start to form a crumble, I would think, because there's a lot of dry and not a lot of wet. Okay, cool. Now, okay, I see it now. Oven dome. And you got everything ready for the salted caramel?
Maybe.
Maybe, right?
What I can see. It's like right behind your head.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a crumble basically, yeah.
Did it not say to pour butter over the apples?
Crumble mixture for the topping, sprinkle the flour mixture over the apples in the baking dish, drizzle melted butter on top. Bake for 45 to 55 minutes. I want to put the butter in here, but it says no. No, don't do that. Alright, beautiful little flour crumble with sugar and egg and what is that?
Oh, now here comes thunder. Wonderful.
That is thunder. Hopefully the stream don't cut out, but if it does, what the heck is that? Taking that out, whatever that is. Alright, so back here, I'm going to sprinkle this over the top.
Weren't you supposed to pour the... Or does it go over all the way?
It goes over at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I know, it's weird. It's not what I'm used
It's not
to.
normal.
But I'm trusting them. Putting my faith in
Until
somebody
we
else's
don't,
recipe.
right?
Do what?
Until we don't trust them, right?
That's right. If this doesn't come out and I just wasted all those apples and all these ingredients,
We're going to eat it anyway.
probably. I'll do something. I'll fix it up somehow.
Fish and cheese, we call that crumble. Right.
Yep.
I mean, it smells good and looks good.
It really, yeah.
And then you're fixing to pour the butter all in it, and then
It'll all make sense.
yeah.
We just need some crispy bacon.
You just gotta make sure you get a butter even. Who'd have thought you would have put it in the thing? And, yeah. I think you could modify that.
Probably so.
Like split the butter half and half, mix it in with that.
But usually, what I've done in the past is a cup of flour, a cup of sugar, stick of butter,
Right.
you know, and then salt, cinnamon, nutmeg.
Yeah, we make apple crumble before, but a different way than this.
Yeah. Oh, we try somebody else's
See if it's any better.
brain work. We got most of it in the pot. Alright, wash your hand off right quick.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good.
Now we'll put the liquid gold on it, right?
The liquid gold. Now, drizzle, drizzle, drizzle.
We're going to do the apple and put it on caramel on the side and let it go in the fridge.
Yeah. Holy crap.
What?
Just the smell that,
Yeah.
I don't know why this all of a sudden just started smelling really good.
Butter and apples, sugar.
Right?
Yeah.
Butter's apple sugar. Shut up!
Come on, man.
Speaking my language, let's go to the bedroom. Alright, so. How's that looking? It's like there's a dark spot right here.
She said it's a fruit. It's healthy.
Whoa. I'm liking the way you're thinking. All right, into the oven.
You're gonna have to fix the camera back where I had to open back up.
325.
What? You said 350.
You set it on 325.
Is it not warmed up yet?
Yeah, it went off.
Not yet 350.
It's okay. All right, so our timer 45 to 55. So let's go 45 because it's still got to heat up a little bit. So don't forget it. Alright.
Don't forget it whenever it starts burning.
You'll be like, what's that smell? It smells like burning apples.
It's not supposed to smell like that.
Oh, here's the first page. I'll take that to work. Retype that bad boy. Alright, pull over the salted caramel recipe. This one I'm not sure I'm going to be able to follow. I might just make my own salted caramel like I know how to make it because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, because the directions is kind of stupid on that one.
Now the directions we're talking about if you have a gas stove or if you have an electric range and it's like fire is.
And then they described the color in two different ways, but it was the same color. And I'm like, that is too much writing.
Weird.
Weird.
What is this? Alright, wipe the cutting board down. Alright, now we're going to the range. I'm going to move some of this because I need a pot. We just need that small pot, right? Or that medium-sized pot?
This one?
No.
This one.
That one, yeah.
Sorry. You don't have a lid, right?
Nah. And that cinnamon went everywhere, didn't it?
Yeah, right along with this flour.
Pot. One pot. Alright. Butter is at room temperature. Heat the cream in the microwave. We're not going to do that because we got it at room temperature.
The butter.
I got butter. Then all the ingredients, la la la. Add the sugar and the butter over medium heat.
Sugar.
How much sugar?
Yeah.
Cup of the powdered sugar. Boom. See that? That went right in there just like that. Whisk back.
I'm going over here.
Wash my whisk off right quick. Actually, I think I'm going to use this other one. It's got a finer tong. Whisk. Measuring out the powdered sugar. That was 6 tablespoons of butter, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We'll do a half a cup of cream.
Okay.
Teaspoon of vanilla. It says a teaspoon of salt. We might add a little extra salt. Get our butter going. I need to adjust that camera. Can y'all see? Or is it just my big mixer in there? Give you what, babe?
Measure cups are in this cabinet. Yeah.
This one?
I forgot to do that before we started.
We don't need anything else besides that, right? Oh no, we got to measure the broth out. And that's just the
Oven's at 350.
oven's at 350. In case anybody wants to know.
How much is this cream?
Cream, half cup. Wait for that to start melting. Cough time.
Cream.
This is cream. And it's going to sit over here. And then we're going to need a teaspoon. Well, we can do that.
What is it?
A teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So once this starts to dissolve and melt and all come together and everything, we're going to take it till it gets to this. What's the color?
Amber.
Amber. Amber color. But right now, if you would just mix these two and whip them real tight together, you'd have butter icing. Which is terrible. It's just terrible.
Okay. How much salt was it?
Teaspoon. Teaspoon salt. Teaspoon extract. This is going to be, we might add a little more salt. I like my salted caramel to be a little more salty, but we'll taste it and see. Because again, that's one of those things, whenever I've made it in the past, I just add salt until I like the flavor of it. I've never really measured it. Do we need this? I think we're done measuring stuff, right? Oh my. You're having fun behind me. Didn't even invite me to the party.
You just can't.
I can't not talk. Can't not talk.
You can't not point out what's wrong.
So I know. Too many years working in restaurants, having to tell people what to do.
So if everybody wants to know what's wrong,
No.
you gotta love little clumps and powdered sugar, and it's stuck, and it said blip in the fork.
If you've ever messed with anything that is powdered,
It's everywhere.
you know what's happening right now.
It's all over my computer screen. God.
No, that's the last
It'll
of
be
the coffee.
alright.
Hopefully we don't need more coffee because that was it. I just poured up the last of it.
Oh no, you're just working it all down.
All right, boil, boil, toil, and trouble. And you don't have to use powdered sugar. You can use regular granulated sugar. They both work. It's just a cup of sugar. But the powdered sugar does make a little bit smoother caramel. I guess it's about the only way you can really describe it.
You just substituted it for the other.
No, actually, this recipe did call for powdered sugar. I've done it both ways before. I've just... What am I looking at?
First end of the ingredients on the salted caramel.
What?
1 cup of granulated sugar.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
It'll work.
That's just like powdered sugar is just blended sugar, right?
Yeah, it's granulated sugar that's been
Pulverized.
pulverized. Yeah. But it is better for icings and stuff like that. You get a smoother texture.
She threw that pin on the floor and just left.
That sounds like cat maneuvering. Any type of cat. Throw it in the floor, look at it, say that's exactly where that's supposed to be, and I am out of here.
And you did it.
That's right. It's your fault. Why did you tempt me with this pin? Human,
Bad woman.
bow before me.
Like the joke. That joke. Cattle of the heaven. And the dog.
Yeah.
In that chair.
I don't know if y'all heard her, but it's one of those dad jokes. This cat on Earth, doing typical cat stuff. He dies and he goes to heaven. And God looks at him and goes, so what do you think about heaven? And the cat looks back at him and says, I think you're in my chair. It's like, yeah, sounds about right for a cat.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Get on the stop.
All right, look at that. Look at that. Now we should start getting a little color. It's really important if you ever make it. You can't, once it starts to boil, you do not leave it. Because it's going to go from this yellowish, pale yellowish color, and it's going to start getting darker and darker. And even though we're looking for an amber, you can go a little darker. You have to pay attention.
Do I need to pour this up for you?
No, because it goes in right. I take it off the heat and then I add the vanilla. Should be, of course, with these instructions. Who the heck knows with these people?
Just do what you know how to do.
Yeah, pouring the heavy cream, whisking, smooth, fluid.
Caramel's basically a sauce. We've only watched him do caramel for the last 3 weeks on MasterChef.
Right.
All a little bit different, right?
Seems like it. Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Can you get me I need a little more butter.
Okay.
It was creaming up and then all of a sudden it
I measured it out, but just whatever.
It locked up, so
Maybe.
yeah. Thank you. Just adding a little more butter to it. The water in the butter evaporated out, caused the sugar to start locking back up on me.
Yes, baking is a lot of fun in the mountains. We never had this issues when we were in Florida.
Yeah, when you're at sea level, baking is pretty easy. But when you're 3,500 feet above sea level, where we're at now, it's different, that's for sure.
And that can be some excitement. I forgot to let the weather video on. This will know if we have a tornado warning, right?
Surely not.
Please no.
There we go. Now we're getting a little color.
Yay. Smells really good.
Yeah, it does. Going in with cream. There we go. Now we're turning into caramel. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. And we'll get a little more color on it. We got our salt and our vanilla sitting over here on the side. Saying, put me in, coach.
Rice.
And go ahead and get 3 3/4 cups of stock in there. Actually, yeah, we can get it in there. We don't need to start it yet, though.
I didn't know which one you were using.
I'm going to use the white basmati. Tell you what, go with 3.5, because that last time it came out sticky and
Can't stop.
I can't. You can. Didn't I give you the measurement? Oh yeah.
No, I can't get it open.
Oh.
No, don't stop. Just do that. What you using the other one?
Just trying to get a little more color into this. Right now it's kind of light. Yeah, I could probably open that right quick. It's not going to go away. It's not going to get away, I should say.
Ooh, got the thunder again.
Thunder boomer.
Here, you do this. And switch off. There we go.
Teamwork.
Make the dream work.
Make some pretty babies. That's about all we've done in our lives, is make pretty babies. Alright. Light golden caramel.
You said 3.5, right?
Yes, ma'am. Nice. Digging the color on this. So, caramel's pretty easy to make. Just got to pay attention to it. Give it some love.
Dogs are distracted. Seriously?
Gotta check that chat. Don't want Herbie yelling at us again.
Yelling at us.
Yeah. Nobody's reading chat!
Well, he's gonna yell at us anyway.
Alright. Man, our timing is really doing well. It's 11 o'clock, which is about when I figured we'd be doing.
Sorry, guys.
We gotta shred the carrot, shred the cabbage, chop the onions, shred the daikon. I guess I could shred the onions too. Do them in slivers, since everything else is going to be shredded. Right. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to thicken up a little bit. How about that color?
Here goes your kids after that.
For what?
When it gets done.
Oh, pour it in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Put it right there. We gotta take this off the heat, add the sugar, and add the vanilla. Switch over to the a little bit darker. A little bit darker, you think?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Tell you what, go ahead and throw the salt in. Get a taster spoon.
You didn't make anything unless you're wearing half of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Taste this. Just I think a little more salt myself.
It's good though.
It is good.
Yeah, maybe one little thingy.
A little more salt, not much, just a little bit. Really sweet, but salt's just not really existent. Alright, taking it off the heat. Turn the heat off. Go to the cutting board. Then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Oopsies.
Stir that in real good. Oh, that changed the color real quick. taster spoon one last time just to make sure we're where we want to be. Sorry. I like the consistency. It's going to thicken up a little bit as it cools, of course. Oh my. That's caramel.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, I could use something smaller than this. Or we just leave it in the pot. No, not that. Definitely not that. Yeah, that'll work. And a spatula. Got a spatula right there. Sweet. Alright, taking the whisk out, passing it to the taster.
No way.
So, caramel's all done. I'm going to pour it in our holding pattern container right here. It's going to go in the fridge.
I just figured we'd go in there if we needed to zap it a little bit.
Yeah, just in case we got to heat it up.
I don't think you need to put the big milk pot in the microwave.
I don't think we need to stick it in the refrigerator. I think we just leave it on the counter. Yeah, because stick it in the fridge, it's going to get hard as a rock.
That turned out really good.
So a little bit of salted caramel. Stickiness. Trying to get it all out before I hand it to her because she's going to...
I'm not licking all that.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't.
Oh, yeah. Take the spatula.
Oh, wow. Okay, this turned out really good. And we're just going to set it over here to the side. So, go back to the range top for just a minute. 3.5 cups of broth. This is for the rice. We're just going to start heating it up. It's only going to take the rice about 20 minutes or so to cook, so we're not going to start it just yet. But at least the rice, the water, the broth will be ready. A couple of good heavy pinches of salt. And a dash just cause I don't put enough salt and stuff, right, baby?
Right.
Alright, check on the Buldak right quick. Bagoosh. Oh my god, that looks so good. It's gonna be tasty. So, we're gonna set that low heat back here on this back eye. Top. Put the lid on it. If you could measure out 2 cups of rice. Bring back our pans that we're going to have to use for the Buldak. Just stage them up. That one's going to go there. Stir fry is going to go walkage. Something on there. Is that salt? Walkage is going to go right there. I'm going to go back to the cutting board. And we're going to start working on our vegetables. Vegetable. We're going to work on vegetable. Get our food processor out. I did contemplate shredding all this by hand. Changed my mind pretty quick.
You said 2 cups of rice, right?
2 cups, yes ma'am. Take this thing out because if you open the lid with this thing on it, it bounces across the room. It makes a lot of noise. Set it right there.
That was an interesting sound.
Right. So, I don't want to dirty another bowl. You want to mix all these together or put them in separate bowls?
But for all that?
For the cabbage, the carrots.
do it all at once, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to all get stir fried. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. You're smart. You're a smart lady. I'm going to use this bowl so we don't get another bowl. Because I'm smart. I'm smart too. But I'm only smart because I married you. Oh! Bars.
Oh my God.
Bars.
Like, what do you want? You done all kinds of wild stuff this weekend.
I know. I feel like throwing up. So, big bowl to hold all of the stir fry ingredients. It's going to have a little extra daikon in it, the radish. It's kind of neat. Whenever I was looking at the stir fry and the things I wanted to stir fry, basically everything that goes in the stir fry is what you would put in kimchi, which is a fermented Korean cabbage. The only difference is we're using a green cabbage instead of Napa cabbage.
Evidently, it's really hard to get around here.
Yeah, we're having a hard time finding Napa cabbage, so I'm going to end up having to make kimchi with green cabbage someday, because we all like it. Spicy goodness. And it goes well with so much. So start with the onion. You'll get the tidbits bag. Yeah, I started a new one. It's got parsley in it. The parsley tips. It's all rolled up, real fine, right next to the big one. Yep. So we got one onion. Tidbits. Do I need to explain my tidbits bag again? I think I've done it every week, haven't I?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Alright, if you make your own chicken broth at home, I highly recommend that you keep all these little bits and pieces that are like this.
Then your stock is awesome.
And you add it to your stock. So I'm going to throw this in the bag, because my other bag got full. So now I'm going to have two bags. Oh my goodness.
Strain it through a cheesecloth.
Yep, strain it through a cheesecloth.
But all the yummy stuff is left.
Yep. So I'm just going to slice the onions. Throw them in there.
Not to mention, it actually saves you a fortune on buying that canned stuff.
It really does.
It really does.
Figured, what, $5 for a decent broth, bone broth. And $7 for a quart of bone broth. And I can make a few gallons for about $14-ish.
Literally goes. What is it? Is it a month and a half?
Yeah, it usually lasts about a month. It depends on what we make, really. It'll last anywhere from a month to 6 weeks. My eyes are burning. Breathe through your mouth, people. Breathe through your mouth.
You know better than that.
Yeah, it's a tip. A tip for onions. When slicing onions, if you breathe through your mouth and not your nose, it cuts down on the possibility of your eyes burning.
Today we're doing pretty good.
I think so. Yeah.
Hopper's only got like 16 and a half minutes left.
16? Man, that went by fast.
Yeah, it's just because we said it wouldn't.
That can't be right. It's only been 14 minutes. I said it for 30 minutes instead of 45 minutes.
I thought I looked at 45. Well, we
I
look
thought
at
I
it.
did.
It's okay. We got more to it. It's all good.
Alright, so there's the carrot. I mean the cat. Look, there's the onion. And then right over here in the processor. Now we can do the cabbage next, I guess. I'm only doing a half a head of cabbage. Because the other half is going to be for the soup that I'm going to be making probably on Tuesday, which is a pork egg roll soup.
Yeah,
So make sure you put that on your calendars. Because, you know, pork, egg rolls, and soup, they just go hand in hand, don't they? So again, centers, those go in there. Pass the bag off. I'm not gonna put the peelings off the daikon in there.
Ooh, boy, that onion smells good.
Yeah, it's really good. Strong onion. Shredding the cabbage up for the stir fry. Nice and thin. Lay it down flat. Got him. So the cabbage goes in there. And we got rain again, is that what you said?
Yeah, going pretty hard.
Stream still going? Yeah.
Shh, don't say that very loud.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a little too thick. Lay it down. There'll be a lot of cabbage. Probably should have just done it.
It goes out there and then it just like goes poof.
Hey, give me something else to put this in. Because I've got.
It's gonna cook now. Just cook it.
Just cook it? Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Whatever you say, dear. Yes, dear.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Alright, so next we're going to have our daikon. And I know it looks dirty, it's just stained, so.
No, it's gonna look clean.
But now, because it is a root vegetable, so you know, it was in the ground at one point. Don't know why I'm trying to do long strokes. Maybe just pause. Never mind. Stop that conversation right there. I'm going to take off the end. Take off this end. Pass it to my bride so she can rinse it off.
Okay.
Slide that over there. Take that end off. Take that end off. Peel, turn. Get off me, get off me.
He's being attacked by the daikon.
Gather up all this. If you were making some sort of an Asian or a fish stock, oh, I'm sorry. Those peelings off that daikon would go really well in a fish stock. Give this a wipe down right quick. But we're not making a fish stock this week. It might come one day. I'm really wanting to make a paella. So I'm cutting those in half because I think that'll fit into my food processor nicely. If you have the tools, use the tools. I didn't always have the tools. Oh, I might have cut that one. Oh, that'll fit too. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so there's our daikon ready to go. I don't need to cut. I got to chop up the green onions right quick. And then we can move the cutting board out of the way and get the food processor brought over. So we'll get all of our chopping out of the way. Oh my gosh, can you smell it?
Yes.
Okay, that's.
Oh, we're PowerPoint.
We may not have Buldak, we might just eat apple cobbler.
Right. We always fire up the grill.
What's that then?
I said we could always fire up the grill.
Yeah, if we had to. Have grilled. I'm not sure how well, I could just put the pan on the grill.
That's why I kind of wish we still had a little a camp stove, my parents' camp stove. We did an emergency camp stove. So
That's right, he pop sold it, didn't he?
yeah, if it ain't tied down, he sold it.
Sold the camp stove. Sold an original Pong game console that still worked for $25.
Sold an original R2-D2 robot, an original one.
Yeah, from back in the 70s.
And an original Atari also.
Oh yeah, the original Atari was about 30 games.
Yeah.
Would have loved to have had that. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. And I gotta mince up the cilantro, just a rough cut on cilantro. Or not cilantro, help me out. What's that green leafy stuff? Parsley?
The green leafy stuff.
Yeah, the parsley. I gotta cut the parsley.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about over here?
Well, I called it cilantro, but it's not cilantro.
This is Italian parsley.
It's Italian flat leaf parsley, which supposedly is supposed to be the only parsley you should ever use from what I've read, but curly parsley is pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a little tougher though.
Yeah, it is. I think it's meant more for cooking in dishes. But whatever, people.
She says we call cilantro coriander.
Coriander, yeah. Yep. So there's the green onions. Aren't they gorgeous?
He's green.
I need something for the parsley. That medium-sized glass bowl, maybe, or the big one. Parsley, I normally throw it in my little blender, my little blitzer over there. But no, that's too big. That middle bowl will be fine. But today, I don't want it real fine. I want to do just a rough chop on it. It's a garnish. So this is where we're going to get our green as far as our
I want some whole ones, please.
topping is concerned. And she's got to have some whole ones for her picture. Is that good?
Yeah,
What'd I do with my knife? Oh, found it.
I did not touch it.
Look at that onion trying to get away, sneaking back there in the bank. Don't think so, buddy. So, parsley, you just kind of pull it all together in your hand. It's one of them little tips that I have very few of, but this is one. Bunch it all up in your hand, especially if you're just doing a rough cut. Just run your knife through it. Pull it in every now and then. Check for any big leaves like that one right there and just say nope. And there you have rough cut parsley. Sorry. It looks like it's all big and fluffy, but you can and pack it into a very small container. Won't waste any of it. So those are our two garnishes. The green onion, well, some of the green onion will go in the stir fry. But then it's going to be used for garnish. So there's our parsley. I think that's all in the chopping. So we can put that board out of the way. Just needs to be wiped off and washed. Put the little pad out of the way. Wash the knife off. Put the knife up. Give our counter a wipe down. Get all the little bits and pieces that tried to get away. They'll be going in the trash can. I'm going to bring over our mixer. Let's see. What's the best way to work that? To the side. Can't really see inside of it, but it'll be okay. The plunger. Carrots in. Make sure you put the plunger in the right way. It's going everywhere. Hurry up. Come here. We got our daikon. I dropped it anyway. Dadgummit. Sorry.
It's still in one piece.
How's everybody's hearing after that? Separate the onion again. Take the bowl off. Get these little hiders up in here. I can't believe I dropped that stupid plunger. Sorry about that, guys. I know that was loud. Alright. A little shredder bit. No, so I gotta shred the daikon. And then with our carrots in the spatula back. I guess I could have shredded up the carrot and the daikon at the same time, but I think that daikon's going to be a lot. Man, I'm making a mess.
Okay.
11:30. I'm liking this. I'm liking nailing the time. Last week, this week, look at us.
Next week we'll just blow it all apart.
Yeah, next week it's going to be like 4 o'clock till the stream's done.
Like, God, y'all ever gonna get done.
Be like, I'm going to bed. I don't care if it worked out or not. Alright, back on with this.
Yeah, see? So sorry, guys.
Everybody awake. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's awake. Putting this back together. Close the lid. God, I feel bad. I really do.
Okay, don't dump the thing out again.
Okay, here we go. Then with the daikon. Hopefully that wasn't too god awful loud. Alright, take the plunger out, use both hands.
Do not throw the plunger.
in the sink.
Yay!
Pull the bowl off, set it down, unplug.
I know it's my imagination, but does it not look greener outside with the water? It's like poof.
Whoa, it ain't raining forever, so everything's thirsty. Kind of like a cat. Wrap that around the wrong way.
9 seconds on the cobbler.
Still don't think that's right. Do you?
I don't know.
Because we put it in, it was a few minutes after 11. Hit the button. Thank you. Yeah, it was a few minutes after 11 when we put it in 45 minutes.
I don't know. You were the one that were operating the switch.
It sure felt like I hit 45.
It
sure looked like I hit 45. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Let me switch it.
Yeah, just a second. Oh no, it still needs a few more minutes.
Bubbly.
Bubbly.
10.
Yeah. Alright, it's on the right path. But it needs a little more time, so we're going to go about 10 more minutes on that.
Really needs smell-o-vision.
Oh my gosh, that smelled good. You're right. Herbie's supposed to be working on smell-o-vision for everybody. I wish him all the success. If you've never had daikon radish, but you've had radish, that's what it tastes like, except it's real, real light. I don't think it's going to fit in this bowl.
Can't get a bigger one. Oh, wait, that's in the sink.
So as you can tell, the stir fry is going to be fairly light as far as color is concerned, but it's going to contrast the Buldak, which is going to be blazing red. Fiery. Ferrari, yes.
Oh my god.
It's going to be Ferrari red. And no, I'm not sponsored by Ferrari.
We will take one of those.
As long as they pay for the maintenance.
Yeah, and the insurance.
Yeah, and the insurance. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get a Ferrari and put our 19-year-old son on the insurance.
Oh no.
See what that does for our insurance tab. I think we'd have to mortgage the house just for a month, to pay for a month. That's a pretty good mix, pretty good blend. Okay, here we go. Am I going to stuff this in there? What do you think?
You're going to try, you're going to break down and just get another bowl. I don't think you're going to be able to mix it with the float like this. I get a giant bowl, or I'll have a giant bowl.
No. That's way too big. But if I ever get to make kimchi, that's the bowl I'm going to use. So now we have a big
that
bowl.
Street food y'all watch all the time with them big gigantic bowls.
That's about right. Yeah, that's about the right size. For sure. Don't want any of our carrots to get away. Okay, so if you think you need a bigger bowl, just get the bigger bowl.
Now you have room to mix.
I got room to mix, so I just grab a handful and throw it in the wok to stir fry. I'm going to need the soy sauce, the sesame oil, and the white wine or rice wine vinegar for the stir fry. Over there. Then with the daikon. Beautiful. There. And we mix. Yes, ma'am. Rice and sesame oil. I think it's in the corner. Oh, you already got it. So there's our stir-fry veggies, all mixed up. Some of them are jumping out of the bowl.
You're lively today, man.
Oh. So go ahead and turn the heat up on the rice back there. And then we're going to turn this one on.
What do you want it on?
High. Alright, so we're going to go over to the range top because now it's time to start show enough cooking. Slide this over here next to the wok so it'll be ready to roll. Get my sauces ready. You like that smell?
Yep. Really good here.
Sorry. Just toss in the green onion, huh? Gotta get the rice on. Hand me that spatula. I keep putting it in the sink and I keep kneading it back again because I'm done. Thank you. So we got our rice in. Put a little bit of sesame oil in there instead of olive oil because it's an Asian dish, so sesame oil. Give that a stir. Throw the lid on it. Got the heat on high. Buldak's going to go in here. Stir fry is going to go in here. Buldak's got to go in the oven. The mozzarella cheese.
Yes, mozzarella cheese.
A little check on the caramel sauce. See what's happening there? See? It's starting to thicken up a little bit as it cools off, but it's going to drizzle just nice. Just nice. Is that how you say that? That sounds right. Or was it 4 cups? I think it was 4 cups. Well, it's cheese and it's us, so 4 cups, 5 cups, 6 cups more. 4 cups. That's that. Pan needs to heat up real good. And then we're going to pull the cobbler out. Where am I going to go with it? I'll have to show it off first, right? So how much is it?
2.5.
Alright. Got our mozzarella cheese, which sounds really strange to go on a Korean dish, but is what it is. I'm sure it's going to be tasty. Go ahead and turn the wok on, let it start heating up. Wok on.
Heard.
Walk off. Not too bad on the dishes front.
No.
1 sink full will be 1 load. As long as we don't have that one week we had 4 loads of dishes after we got done cooking. It was ridiculous. Any questions? Oh, I bet. Do it, do it. I know my glasses fogged up. Open up the oven door. If you wear glasses, you know what I'm talking about.
Another tip.
Tip. Tip.
I'm just watching a timer.
It's not what all we're doing. I mean, we're cooking, watching the timer, observing all of our handiwork. You know what I'm saying? Where are you going? Now we just gotta wait 2 minutes. Or maybe not. Let's look at it and see where we're at. Where's my pot handlers? Oh, okay. I'm in. Oh! Alright. Just turned it around for the last 2 minutes. Like that's going to make some amazing difference, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. A little small for my hand, but it worked really well. Hot hand, hot hand, hot hand. I only have one though. If I had two, I'd be in business.
Yeah. I guess that's something we need to look at.
Where did this one come from?
Your mother.
Oh, that's right. Mom. One of the few things that actually fit my lifestyle. Anywho's. Minute left. Y'all get ready. Because I'm going to show it in the camera right quick before I put it away. The rice is starting to get a little bit of a boil, a bubble. I was about to try to check the temperature of the pan with this gloved hand, and that's just not going to work. About time for Mom to get here, ain't it?
Try to get him up.
Who? No, don't. Leave him down. Don't wake him up. Leave him. Alright. Turn that off for now. We're going to have to use the broiler here in a minute. Coming out with the cobbler. Everybody ready? It's the big reveal moment. Oh, wow. All right, everybody. There's the cobbler. I think it turned out pretty good. It's going to be really good with caramel drizzle and vanilla ice cream. So this is going to get set over here to the side. So it'll start setting up, firm up a little bit, because right now it's blazing hot and loose. Blazing hot and loose. That could be a lot of funny jokes. But anyways, I digress. Come on, Enrique, do your thing. So the rice is starting to boil. I'm going to reduce it down to a low. Give it another little stir. Our pan's good and hot now. Think so? Should firm up quite a bit, don't you think? Turn that down. Alright, so next we gotta put our
Cat says looks delicious.
looks delicious.
Well, if it tastes as good as it looks and smells.
Right? What's that saying? If it's half as good as it looks and smells, it's gonna be tasty. Told you not to. Alright, so now our pan's good and hot. This is fixing to get cooked. I'm like overly nervous for some reason about cooking this. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a touch. Going with a little bit of sesame oil.
And spices and stuff in there. All the expensive stuff in there.
Right. As you can see, this pan is smoking hot. Oh my God. Okay, it smells good, but it actually burns at the same time. Oh. But all the sauce goes in it. Hopefully the sizzling's not too loud on the stream. I've yet to figure out these microphones. Highly recommended, 5 stars, several thousand reviews.
Oh my God, that smells so good.
Yep. I almost licked my finger. That'd be a bad idea.
Don't give it to me the way it is.
Well, once So, watch it cook. Man, look at the oil just red right there. Yep, spices charred up on the bottom, which is what's supposed to happen.
God, that smells so good.
Yeah. Oven. Don't know why I turned it off, but still 350 on the oven. We'll see. Where? Where you?
Okay, oh, I'm sorry.
I know it needs to be cooked, but this has got to go in the oven, so.
Oh, gotcha.
And we don't even know if she's going to be here. I'm just kind of moving this around, trying to get it seared up a little bit on the bottom. All that stuff on the bottom right there, that's just the seasonings. And then we're going to throw it in the oven. Let it bake for about 10 minutes or so. And then it'll come out, get the cheese on it, goes back into the oven under the broiler for 2 or 3 minutes just to melt the cheese real good. And brown it up just a touch. Back in on our rice. A little stir. Lid back on. Buldak's going in the oven. Everybody say goodbye. Yeah, we know you're ready. Shut up. Let's put a timer on that. Turn the heat off on that. This should be getting warmed up and ready. Wash my hands off. Well, that color just relaxed, didn't it?
It was a little poofy.
It was poofy. Now it's not poofy. Now it's more of a color.
Was that thunder again?
Crumb's not going to be quite as sweet as usual, but good job. We got it worked out, didn't we? Wiping down some of that oil that spattered, sputtered. Then over here, this little baby pan. We got to cook a chicken breast for Mom, because I don't think Mom is going to do the Buldak. So I did her a chicken breast, a little salt, a little pepper, and I did put a little of the Korean red pepper on it, just a touch. She can handle a little heat. And she likes the flavor, but the Buldak, the full-blown, no, I don't think so. Don't think that's going to be a desirable thing for her. But she'll still get some rice and she'll get some stir fry, so essentially it's the same dish, just not as hot.
Why would you cut this and put it on the plate and dress that and jump on there?
Minus the ice cream.
No. Why?
So a little sesame oil in the pan. Well, then, because we're not going to eat it right now. If you're going to do it, do it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's coming up to the end, and things are going to get fast and furious here in about 8 minutes. So, into the pan with the chicken breast. Probably should let that pan heat up a little bit. Didn't get no sizzle. No sizzle. We're going sizzle. We're going sizzle. I forgot to share the movie reference from earlier. No swords, no bows.
No blades.
No blades, no bows. Leave your weapons here is from Robin Hood from, was it 92?
Yeah,
Kevin Costner. What was the other guy? I can see his face glanced at. Morgan Freeman. Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman were in it. As well as, there were other people too. I mean, it wasn't a two-man show, so, I mean, they had the whole band of merry men and everything. Little John's not so little type of a deal. Anyways, great movie. You see it, I recommend it. So that's where that came from. Mom's chicken is on the roll. 3K can be turned off and it'll finish up by itself, nice and neat on the heat. Man, I'm coming up all kinds of rhymes. Rice can be turned off and it'll finish up by itself on the heat. Nice! And of course, with Mom's chicken breast, we're just pan frying it or pan roasting it. We'll go in the oven to finish off here. As soon as we get some good color on both sides of it, she'll be happy to have a chicken breast that's cooked. Alright, so take this recipe down. Chicken breast is smelling good, or is that the Buldak?
There you go.
Alright, here comes the apple cobbler on the dish, American portion. Get up close. And this is not lactose-free ice cream. Sorry, Cat. It is dairy. I'm so sorry. But you can have everything else. You seriously gonna eat that now?
No, I'm not going to taste it.
She's got to put a taster on it right quick. Beautiful. Give the rice a little stir. Is it good? Why does this rice smell like cashews?
I know.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. The apple cobbler with the vanilla ice cream and the salted caramel drizzle is delicious. If you don't believe me, ask my mouth. It will verify. That is really good. And it's not overly heavy. Alright, let's check the color on Mom's chicken breast. See what we got. Ooh, perfect. Move that oil around a little bit. Beautiful. See that microphone all the way up there is still picking up the frying and it's peeking out. I don't understand how I can fix that. And I really want to. I want to make it better for our listeners. Oh well. Well, they can't say they can't hear the sizzle. That's for sure. That's all they're getting is sizzle. So we're adults and we eat our dessert first. Don't judge. Spend all our lives following the rules. We're breaking this one. Isn't there a song about that? Eat your dessert first or something? That's a line. Huh? I don't know. I was thinking Carrie Underwood. Honestly, I really was. It's something about use your good dishes. And is it? Yeah. Good song. Checking the stir fry right quick. Making sure it's still mixed up real good. Figuring out something to fill time, you know what I'm saying? Because really, essentially, we're pretty much, that's probably loud. Mom's chicken breast is looking good. Cut that bad boy off. Rice is done. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Rice is done. Leave it on the heat. The Buldak is smelling spicy. Oh, go in the oven with the Buldak. Mom's chicken breast, don't touch the metal stuff that's inside the oven, folks. It's hot. Give the range top a little wipe down. Buldak will be coming out here in just a minute. We can give it a look. Might as well have another taste of cobbler. Because, you know,
It's a minute.
she shoved it in my face and said, eat it.
No, it's all my fault.
Pause. Okay, yeah. There's not going to be any Buldak today. We're just going to eat cobbler. Have a great day. Love y'all.
You're going to be eating a cobbler lad.
Well, at least I got to see the cobbler, I guess. Come on, timer. How much time we got? Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Out comes the Buldak. Oh my goodness. That is what it's supposed to look like. I'm so happy right now. So I'm just going to give this a little stir. Those the spices that blackened on the bottom right there, you can see that they start to come up a little bit with the moisture out that came out of the chicken. So I'm just stirring this up, and then we're going to put the cheese on the top. It goes back in the oven for the final little tidbit. Mom's chicken should be done cooking, and the Buldak should be done kicking all about the same time. And then we'll pull Mom's chicken out, put on the broiler if we need to brown up the, put a little color on the cheese. But I'm thinking we may not need to do that step. So I'm just going to flatten this out. Man. See, right now, not to sound weird, but I'm really hoping this doesn't come back to haunt me tomorrow. I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
Most of the time, that Korean chili, even though it's hot, really hasn't messed our systems up in the house. But we've never used quite this much of it before. Okay, so it's actually,
Wow.
it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. It's delicious. It's got heat, don't get me wrong. I mean, but it's not like burn your face off, kind of like I was expecting. So on the top, we've got cheese. We've got cheese. So we're going to layer on a couple of cups, 2.5 cups of cheese. 4 cups of cheese. 4 cups of cheese?
That's what it says.
4 cups of cheese.
This is like Korean pizza, isn't it?
Yeah, without
With veggies.
without a dough. So I'm really, this part was the confusing part for me. Like I said, whenever I was in Korea, I didn't have this dish. I had many dishes and they were all delicious. So I would have to assume that this one is good too. And every recipe that I came across had mozzarella cheese on top So,
Okay.
If that's how them little Korean people's gonna do it, that's how I'm gonna do it. Huh? Half of this one?
There's 1.5 cups in each one of those bags.
Copy that. So, that is that's what we're doing. In this household, we're not against cheese by any means. I almost feel like we could probably keep a dairy cheese company in business solely by ourselves at times. So just a nice even layer of cheese over the top. Back in the oven she goes. Check Mom's chicken breast while we're in here. She's getting there. Set us a timer. Just for 8 minutes or so, maybe. Check on our rice right quick. Nice.
Is it ready?
Yeah, it's ready. So the rice is ready, and we'll pass that off to her so she can do something pretty with it, I guess. And we'll fire up the wok, turn it up high. Where you want me to go with this one? Alright, so that needs to stay there. Take that out in just a minute. Mom's chicken breast is probably Mom's little chicken breast. Feels good. We'll just set it back there in the back and let it rest. And I'm going into the wok. Start out with a little sesame oil. Get a good coating on the wok. This is going to sizzle really loud. Just headphone wearers, beware. Oversensitive microphone. Going with a handful of handful of vegetable oil. Soften them up, really not trying to, kind of like we did last week or the week before. What was it we did stir fry vegetables? Was it last week? Are we on an Asian kick or something? A little bit of vinegar, just for some acid. And a little bit of soy sauce, just for some salt. Well, that smells good.
The vegetables on the side, right?
Wherever you want me to put them, baby, that's where I'll put them. Because I'm a man. I do what my wife tells me to do. A little bit of spring onion. A little bit of parsley, just for some color. And then there'll be more for garnish. Bean sprouts. Bean sprouts would have been good in this. That wasn't something I saw a whole lot of in Korea either, was bean sprouts. Alright, babe, where do you want your vegetables? Get this out of the way. Get the stuff moving out of the way so we get ready for the big reveal. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. You're so. There's another song.
To the side.
And where's the Buldak going?
Over the rice.
Oh. So we want the veg. Like that.
Yeah, it's
And you can have the rest of this in there. There's a little bit left, but there's not enough room on the plate, so don't want to crowd the plate too much. Or actually, I can give that to Mom with the chicken, huh? Turn that off.
that's so cute.
And flip over and let y'all see what she's working on over there. Well, now you can't really see it yet. So. That's the charger that was chosen. Brown charger.
The base of
The base. Because, you know, it's all about that base.
I'm just waiting on the
Buldak.
check it out. That's good.
Yep. Alright, let's go from here. And we're going to go to... Nope, I don't want bake. No, I don't want bake. I want broil. And start. So now we're hitting the Buldak with the broiler.
Just the color and the cheese. Isn't it cute? So fun.
And of course the Buldak's going to go over the rice. So look at the little flour rice.
No, you're not going to slack it all on top of it.
What am I going to do?
You might have to let me do it.
So I could carve it out and lay it on top.
Yeah, I'm thinking like in between, like this way, just so you can still see the little edges.
I'll do what I can.
You let me go.
This pan's going to be blazing hot. You want to handle this pan?
No, I don't want to handle it. Just sit it on the stove.
And Mom's is looking good.
Nat says, hello, Innocuous.
What's up, Nat? Nate? What should I call you? We are coming up to the end. Give Mom a little bit of vegetables right there. Get Mom some rice. You gonna do her a little flour? You got 30 seconds.
No pressure.
Natarat 44. Cool, cool, cool. Welcome in. Sorry we missed you whenever you first came in. Oh, snap.
What does that mean?
This is something else. Alright. We're going to let that go for just a couple more seconds. Just to get some more color on the cheese. Got to stay in your comfortable place, wherever that might be. In between the pillows, on the pillows. Better keep an eye on it. Oh, look at that, it's browning. Oh my gosh. Get browning quick. Nice, nice, nice. Turn it a little bit. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Come on, boy. Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
That's a song.
That's right. There's another song.
Oh my God, look at that.
You see that?
Yeah.
How are we not?
A smaller spoon, dude.
Okay.
A small pointy spoon, not that shovel.
Okay. Not the shovel, small pointed spoon. Turn that around that way.
This is even my right spoon.
This one? Okay. Here we come. Everybody get ready.
Does it have to sit for a little bit?
It's got to sit for just a couple minutes. Otherwise, it'll be way soupy.
Wow.
It looks like a deep dish pizza.
I know. This looks fantastic.
She was talking about the plate.
I know.
That's
you. You like my little flower things?
That's the Buldak. And like I said, to me,
It does.
it looks like a deep dish pizza.
Chicago pizza.
So we gotta let it rest for just a minute so it'll firm up because it's got a little jiggle to it now. I don't know if y'all can see that. I think you can. My word.
Wow. Yeah,
All right.
it's like
We're going back to the plate.
Unless I could get in there with a big dish or anything.
No, I don't think so. And let's see, where is your camera? There it is. Grab that. I'm going to send a picture of this to our daughter. She's at work. Awesome. Alright. Close that. Did she let us know that she made it to work okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Messages. She's gonna be so mad. She'll be alright. Let's see. And descend. Close that. Where's the pictures? Oh, there's the pictures. And that one. And send.
That's just an evil laugh.
It'll be okay. Alright, here we go. Time to carve into this bad boy, get our plate done.
I say put it on a little dish before you put it in there. That's your ass better.
Put it on a dish.
Yeah. Just a little.
What if I just carve it out like this right here? I might need the little dish to transfer it over so it doesn't spill everywhere. See, it's just like a lasagna or a pizza. The cheese wants to
Right here.
not separate.
Gosh.
Seriously?
What?
Where you want it? Point again. This is difficult. Jesus, look at the cheese, my guy.
I know.
So move that cheese around a little bit. All right, babe. I'm getting out of the way. All yours. I don't think Mom's coming.
We'll find out.
What time is it? It's 20 after.
Alright, there we go.
And there it is, all finished up. So, Korean Buldak with rice and stir-fried vegetables, which are cabbage, daikon, and what was it? Carrots, cabbage, daikon, carrots, onion, a little bit of green onion, topped with parsley and more green onions.
Lift it up close and do the little spin thing.
Get in there so everybody can see. Actually, the other camera works better for this, doesn't it? Works okay.
You can say it on this.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we'll take our pictures. Let y'all go. Appreciate everybody coming in.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy your lunches. You guys have a great day. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family. Eat some good food. Play some games. Take care. We'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.